Hey guys, it's Senile, and I am finally back after about a month of being anally raped by university coursework. So yeah, I'm back bringing you some more Deathmatch and Assassin's Creed Revelations multiplayer, and I'm now teaching myself why I don't hide in blend groups on a regular basis, because people come over to you, they offensive smoke bomb you, and they try to steal your hidden bonuses. But he didn't manage to, because I reacted and threw my smoke bomb, but then he stabbed me in my bosom, ending my life in dramatic fashion. But anyway, I'm aiming to move back in this game and get some points racked up. I'm getting some pretty decent players in this game, one of which is a Drunky for the win. At least I think it is for the win. It could be, I don't know, Fat, Chinesian, yeah, I'll come up with a W later. But anyway, like I said, I'm getting some pretty decent players. I've had some really good death matches lately. My last video was one of about, like, one good death match in about 30 million bad death matches. But recently I've had really good ones. Some pretty competitive games with competitive players. And anyway, this moment was quite funny because the Vanguard is poisoning the Renegade, and I come over and just bag a kill. It was supposed to be hidden. I'm sure I was in that hidden group for at least 6 or 7 months before making the kill. But obviously I must have drifted out of it before that happened. And here I make the most ridiculous reaction ever. I thought I wasn't going to get away with that. It didn't even look like the animation had happened quick enough for that to have resulted in me catching Drunky there, but I got the stun. And here I wanted a hidden bonus, but the Bombardier was a little bit too rowdy. He'd obviously taken his sherbet, and he started running, so I had to just go and put a spear in him. And then the count was like, the Bombardier was my friend, man. The Bombardier was my friend. We went scuba diving together last Friday. So, because obviously they, you know, they do things together because they're both the connoisseurs of giant death sticks that they carry around with them and beat people's faces in with. So he wasn't happy, and he ended me horribly. But I'll have my revenge. In fact, I actually can guarantee I won't have my revenge. The count actually, I don't have a lot of fun with the count in this game for some reason. Not even for any particular reason, I just, God knows. You'll see what happens towards the end of this game. But here the Renegade, I know he is an offensive smoke bombing champ, so I am saying fuck you with your offensive smoke bomb, and I'm going to put him down because I know what he's like by this point. But now I'm after Drunky again, and I know he's drifting about over there, so I'm going to make my way quietly over to him in this completely doctor-saturated blend group. And I go over here and get completely ruined. And, well, yeah, I thought I could have got away with it. Well, fair enough, that's a point, but, no need to be rude about it. You're not even supposed to be here. You just came into my house and started watching my TV and showing up uninvited in my videos. God. Can't catch a break these days! But now I see Bombardier put a tripwire down, and I know he doesn't know it's me, or well, at least I'm sure of that. So I outskirted that tripwire, got the stun, but then, that was horribly unfortunate, because Drunky, who seemed to have been poisoned at least 3,486 times within this game, died of poison when I was about to take a nice little hidden kill. And then Mr. Offensive Smoke Bomb comes over and offensive smoke bombs the Bombardier. I thought he was going to do it to me. And at this point I have no idea where the insipid looking green cow is. I was looking around, but then Drunky was like, "Ah!" And he was pretty adamant on ending my life. So I thought, I'll take the honourable, that might put me in the lead. It was a shame that Drunky was at this point second, so it didn't really do a lot for me. And now Count gets completely paranoid. He's like, oh my god, I'll kill all of you, fuck you! He's obviously taken some sort of meth earlier because none of us were after him. And now I'm just going to creep around him to just add to his paranoia, and then I see the Renegade, but I don't know which Renegade is him. But I see Drunky's definitely there. So I throw my smoke, and he tries to run towards me to obviously dodge the smoke, but it doesn't quite happen. And then I noticed that this guy here, he jiggled a bit as I was kicking Drunky in the face. So then I went over and took a kill. I was hoping he wouldn't try smoking me or anything, I just went for the quick kill. Now I'm just going to sit here and hide. I've got 2 pursuers and no abilities, 3 pursuers and no abilities. So I'm just gonna sit and lay low and see what goes on over there, so I can decide when I am gonna join. And then I use my disguise. Now I'm gonna talk to this deacon. We're shaking deacon, and not bad. Just scratching my head, You know what it's like. And I'll deal with Drunky here. I managed to get another stun, and then I see Johnny Paranoid over there. Comes over, and he looks like he's gonna kill me, so I stun him as well. Oh yeah, don't you just like it when you successfully embarrass half of the lobby? Love it. Now, while they're all walking off reflecting on their absolutely magnificent failure, I just noticed Renegade used Dumplar vision, and yeah, I thought I was going to get stunned there, because the animation looked like I was done for, to be honest, but I reacted. The reason I reacted so late is because I expected him to try and use a smoke bomb, but he obviously didn't have one, because certainly he would have thrown it if he did, because he just used Templar vision on me. And now this is a fucking smokepocalypse. We get a smoke bomb get thrown here by Drunky. I go around the corner to try and get a kill. Somebody else throws a smoke bomb, which I get caught in. And then somebody else throws one. I don't know where that was. And then I stab Drunky. I throw my smoke bomb because I'm sure the Bombardier was there. Then I look at the Bombardier's carcass on the floor, turn around, and I get smoke bombed, and I get killed. I'm sure NPCs were throwing smoke bombs during that little like debacle, because I'm sure either every single player in the lobby threw their smoke bombs in the space of 25 seconds, or seriously, NPCs, maybe even birds were throwing smoke bombs. I am not sure what happened there, but there was smoke everywhere, and at this point I don't care, I'm just making a kill. I didn't even get a reckless, I just ran in and killed Drunky, because I know that Drunky's pretty decent, so I thought I'd just take the kill really quickly. But back to that ridiculous smoke bomb situation. In fact, no, I have to talk about this, it's ridiculous. I tried to naked stun the Renegade, but he wasn't my pursuer, and then I barged him so hard apparently that it changed the fabric of reality and he teleported past me. But here I'm gonna... No, I'm not at all. How about you, bitch? Yeah. Oh god, oh. Jesus Christ, don't interrupt me, I'm trying to run through chase breaks and shit. But again, I must go back to that smokepocalypse, because Jesus Christ, how many smoke bombs were thrown in that time. I don't know if it's made more obvious by the fact that they make like Hiroshima bomb sounds when you throw them now, as do tripwires, but that was insane. I am sure there were rascally children running around throwing smoke bombs. That was not just the players in this lobby, I am sure. But God knows what happened there. I'll move back into the action once again in my doctor disguise. Have no idea where Green Cow is. I don't know what her name is anymore. I don't like her. I'm not interested in her in any way, so I just call her anything I like at the time. Thought Vanguard was after me, but she wasn't. She just ran away because she obviously was creeped out. Then I saw the Count doing some weird reverse dino walk over there, so I thought, well, I've got to keep my eye on him. Then he comes around the corner being all creepy, so I'm going to go ahead and stun him. And yes, glowing orange writing, I know that's what I looked like to the Trickster earlier, and that's why I got stunned. You made your point earlier, fucking get over yourself and get out of my house and stop eating my sausage rolls. I paid for those, bitch. And then here, didn't see Vanguard at all, wasn't looking in that direction. So obviously here, I know I've been poisoned, and I can't stun people who have poisoned me anymore, even though she was dying anyway. But I got put down, couldn't stun the Vanguard, obviously, which, by the way, I'm actually pretty happy with that they've changed it. So, well, they've reverted it back to the way it was in Brotherhood, wherein that you can't be stunned after you've got a poison, like 5 seconds later. That's pretty logical. But here I high-profiled in front of the whatever the fuck that woman is. So I was going to go around and get rid of her lock that she probably got on me and use disguise, but then Drunky came over once again and snapped my neck like a breadstick. And now here, before the end of this game, I'm going to treat you to a wonderful piece of fucking failure on my part as I attempt to kill this Count. I high profile in front of him, which was accidental because I didn't know it was there. But at this point, I think I can go and get a focus. I don't remember getting one. So I'll go and throw my smoke, but he manages to throw his, and yeah, I get punched in the face. Well, if you came here to see failure, then you got some. And then, yeah, I get fucking douchebagged by the Bombardier, which was a little bit annoying. But anyway, I might as well say the whole comment, rate, and subscribe thing now, because this video ends ridiculously early because I randomly stopped recording before the scores came up. So that was a bit, gay. But, sorry about that anyway. And I apologise for my stupidly ridiculous absence for those of you who watch me on a regular basis. And I'll see you next time with more, well, I have no idea, anything really. But I'll be making more videos on a more regular basis now because I'm at a period where I actually can, rather than being anally raped, as I told you earlier. So, yeah, comment, rate, and subscribe, and goodbye. See you next time.